Welcome back everyone. As promised, after 4 weeks since the initial reveal, Heavy Beat is entering Public Alpha 1 today. If you don't want to wait around, you can go to the description right now and download it. However, I'd like to go through what you should expect from this alpha, what the game currently has to offer, and what development will look like in the future. First off, let's start with the changes I made to the game since last time. I've added a pretty basic options menu in order to allow users with weaker setups to play the game. Only windowed and windowed full screen modes are available so far, due to the full screen option having quite a lot of bugs and glitches for some reason. There is no resolution scale so far, but if your video card is on the weaker side and lowering everything except resolution didn't work, you can put the game in windowed mode and resize it accordingly. In the future, I'll make sure to put in a resolution scale as well. The menu as well as its navigation has been reworked. You can now operate the song selection menu using up, down, right and left arrow keys, as well as escape for going back and enter for playing. If you navigate to the right, you can click on the browse button in order to add your own songs to the game. Keep in mind this feature currently doesn't save your songs for next time, so every time you open the game you will have to add them back up again. You can add any MP3, OGG or WAV files, as well as some other obscure audio formats. However, do not try to add any other kind of file extension or play around with the location of the audio files on your PC too much, since it can quite easily break. I've yet to add safeguards for when the user accidentally moves the song or deletes the file and anything like that. On the left side of the menu you can see Heavy Beat's official soundtrack, only 2 tracks so far. There will probably be more songs added later, and if you wish to listen to these separately, I have uploaded them on this channel. While choosing your song, you can also use the mouse to access the options menu, as well as the newly added feedback menu. In the feedback menu, you can send any kind of feedback directly to me. You can choose to send just the feedback, omitting the email and the first name. However, if you would like to receive a response to your feedback, then I will need a valid email. Feel free to tell me what else you want to see in the game or what should I fix. During gameplay, you can come back at any time by hitting escape and pressing main menu. Do note that I currently have an annoying bug that makes your mouse disappear when you do this, so if this happens to you, the simplest way to fix it is to press escape again and go to the logo splash and then press enter again to go back to the song selection menu. Gameplay wise, I've made quite a few improvements. I've doubled the player's size and raised his view so that you no longer feel like a dwarf sliding across the floor. I've also greatly improved movement and gravity, so you no longer float while falling. The tiles feel a bit too small to me right now, but they work great. Unfortunately, I've also removed the swinging hammers and the breakable glass tiles. They didn't really do anything to change gameplay or add anything meaningful to it, and I've replaced them with a new concept that I'm playing with, tiles that move with the beat. I know, how come I didn't think of it sooner? Well, to be honest, things that come to your mind when you think about Heavy Beat, such as moving platforms and stuff like that, they sound great, but when I implemented most of them, it felt awful. So if you have suggestions on what else I can tie in with the beat, gameplay wise, feel free to let me know. You can even use the feedback menu in the game. These tiles I currently use have a hole so you can slide under. These holes always have a diamond inside and it counts as if you collected 2 diamonds, just to give the player some incentive to try and slide underneath. I've also optimized the spawning of the tiles a little bit. You no longer have a lot of tiles behind you. They will despawn much sooner in order to save up resources. I've also added a basic scoreboard for when the song ends. Each diamond is worth around 250 points and each death is worth -500, and the distance gets added up. You can move on from this screen by pressing enter, by the way. And that's pretty much it. The bulk of my time was spent working on the UI. It's quite a time-consuming process, but worth it in the end. What I'm looking for in this public alpha is feedback regarding the overall fantasy and feel of the game. I know the UI is pretty crap and the mouse disappears when you go back to the menu and so on and so forth. You'll probably find or notice quite a lot of bugs while playing, but I'm not looking for these kinds of things. I'm looking for ideas on how I can improve the overall game feel. This includes how the player moves and feels, how the environment reacts to the beat, so I need a lot more objects or tiles or anything really that react to the beat and that actually have an impact on the gameplay, for the player at least. And overall, how to make the game more interesting. Regarding the development process, I've made a grave mistake when I said in the first video that each stage of development will take only 1 month. It will take much longer than that to reach a beta, for example. So moving forward, I'll take it 1 month at a time, each month adding more and more to the game and making it available to you guys to test and play with. So for example, if this version is called Alpha 1, then next month you'll be able to play Alpha 2, and the month after that you'll be able to play Alpha 3, and so on and so forth until I reach a beta stage. I also want to start working on some workshop style videos where I go through systems in the game and show you how I've created them without editing the video too much, so that you may use these concepts in your own game. These will probably be uploaded either this week or the next week. I've been working around the clock to get this alpha out the door and in a testable state, so I didn't have time to do the workshop. And that's all from me. Thank you for watching until the end, and I hope you'll have fun with the alpha. Until next time.